Right. So I was, like you said, my father used to play basketball, so I was surrounded by basketball since a very young age. Since times I can't remember, obviously, I was always
Yeah.
around the sport, but I was never really. It was normal to me, so I was never really forced into the sport either. I was just very exposed to it, and again, I've said this before, and I'm always gonna say it that I really I don't know if my parents did it intentionally, but I really appreciate the way that they let me choose
Nice.
to start basketball. So it was like it's forever going to be my decision that I started. I'm not doing it. I don't have that pressure to do it, to continue it, all that. So they put me in every other sport you can imagine
Nice.
at the
Nice.
beginning, everything. And then like one day, I asked my dad, he was playing like with my brother, really like for fun, basketball. I was like, what is this sport? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, how can I start this sport? Blah, blah, blah. Not what is this, but
Yeah.
I want to join a team. And he's like, oh, really? Okay, bet. And then they put me in the team. And so that's how I began at 8 years old, actually, in Memphis,
Wow.
Tennessee, in the States. Honestly, I started basketball in
Nice.
the States. So
See, and it's interesting because I love the fact that well, one, shout out to the family for not like forcing you to pick basketball, and two, I just love the fact that even with your background, you tried every different type of sports, because I think there was an article that I've heard about where if you look at some of the most successful athletes, they never really specialized in a sport too early. Like they did a little bit of everything, and it's only later on when they specialized in a sport their hand-eye coordination is super advanced or they're just IQ when it comes to certain pressure situations. So I love that for you, man.
no,
That's
I
that's
think that's
really good.
actually super important. For example, me, because you talked about the spin move and footwork. I did
Yes.
ballet for 5 years, me. So who knows if
Okay.
that helped, right?
Yes.
My mom put me in ballet. It might have though. It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
it didn't work out for me for, reasons you can understand.
Right. Right.
But it was something for that was 5 years of my life.
Yeah.
So
And just you're coming from a basketball family, with your dad having played for NC State and the Greek national team.
exactly.
How did his journey influence your passion and approach to the game?
Yeah, definitely. I think, after a certain age where I realized and I was conscious enough to know, what basketball can offer a person and what my dad did with the game and what the game actually did for him. And I realized that there are options available for me to at least chase that dream that I had created with the sport. He was, his whole journey influenced me to start my own,
Mm,
so I didn't have the expectations or anything like that for it to be a similar journey because everyone's is different. And also there wasn't a pressure to, you know, have a specific way to do things.
right.
So, but the things that the sport offered to my father and the way he just I know how much he loves the game and just even the things that aren't really the game that were offered from the game, the friendships, the
Yeah.
connections, the memories that he shares with me from the sport, that started from there, the way he's traveled the world, all those things are very inspiring. Obviously, aside from the aspect of competing at the highest level, which is a
Right.
dream too back then. It made me really want to give it my all and see where it could take me, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.